Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. Phasmophobia changed a lot with every update and it can get confusing if you're jumping in again or if you're just starting out. And since it is spooky season, I figured I want to help out some fellow ghost hunters with a beginner guide. This video is divided in chapters to make it easier to navigate. We're starting off with the basics and just starting a mission. Once the game is booted up, you'll be in your home base. Here you can use the board to select where you want to go and if you want to play single player or multiplayer. We're gonna go with single player ourselves. You can click on the arrow on the left to select a map. Maps have different sizes and amount of floors. In the lobby, you can set the difficulty. If you're just starting out, I recommend going with amateur just to get used to all the crazy stuff happening and some of the ghost behaviors. You can also create a custom game if you want to crank up maybe the difficulty a notch or if you just want to practice. Using the right arrow, you can find the store and your equipment presets. You can use the money that you got from your ghost hunting cases to purchase equipment here to make it easier to find the ghost in every case. I already have a loadout ready. Also, if you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you dislike it, make sure to dislike it. But let's not waste any more time and let's hop into the game. Once you load into the game, you're greeted by another board. This one shows you the name of the ghost, the objectives of your case, and the photos you have taken. Completing the bonus objectives will net you more cash. If you press J to open up your note, you can also see the same information in the overview tab. Now, before you start running in blind, you should know a thing or two about what you're going up against. There are a total of 24 ghost types in the game, each with their own unique abilities and evidence. For example, taking a photo of a phantom will cause it to disappear, poltergeist will throw around more objects, and Jinn will never turn off the breaker by himself. Some ghosts are fast while others are slow, some will always find you while others are kinda dumb. Sorry yo guys, no hard feelings there. It takes practice to learn to spot the differences between some of the more subtle ghost behaviors, so no worries if you're not really a pro at this right away. When I'm starting out, I always take with me a video camera, a photo camera and an EMF reader. These tools will help us find the ghost room and could potentially net us some quick cash as well. Grab the key, don't forget about that, and enter the house. Right click to turn your camera into night vision. This will allow you to see in the dark even without a flashlight, and you'll spot ghost orbs, which is one of the pieces of evidence that you might need to collect as well. In smaller maps like this, it is easier to find the ghost because you can pick up the sounds of the ghost throwing something or interacting with doors. For example, I just heard a ghost throw something. I can confirm this with the EMF reader, so we know the ghost is most likely in this room. I closed the door to trigger the ghost into opening it so we can collect more evidence. In the meantime, I went to look for the bone, but the ghost already touched the door, as you can hear. We can confirm this with the evidence of the door now being open, even though we closed it. Some stellar detective work right there. Because it just happened, I also take a photo of the door, so it counts as an interaction photo. Only the first 10 photos that you take will count towards your EXP and rewards, so don't take photos of just anything randomly, else you might miss out on your EXP and money. The photo camera can also be used to check if the ghost will leave any fingerprint evidence. Snap another picture of the door. I usually angle it a bit like this, and well, what do you know, there are fingerprints on this door. You normally would need a UV light for this evidence, but we're like already 3,000 steps ahead. The dead in Phasmophobia are also quite messy and love to leave their remains just lying around in these houses. Not sure how the owner never noticed a skull in their garage. These boners will reward some additional cash and EXP, so make sure to look for them, take a photo of them when you find it and grab it. It doesn't take any slot in your inventory. Some free money right there. Next, we're gonna go back to the ghost room. I placed down the camera using the F key so we can keep an eye on things in the van. I also dropped my photo camera by pressing G. We can use that later because it still has 2 photos on it, but it will save me some space when I go back to the van so we can bring back even more stuff. Looks like there still is a bit of activity and my sanity is still looking quite good. More about that sanity thing later. Next we're gonna pick up a book, a dots projector and a temperature reader. Looks like the lights are no longer working. The ghost must have turned off the breaker. We place everything down in the ghost room and get to work. Ghosts can write in the book if it's placed close enough to them. And some ghosts you can see walking through the green dots as evidence for the dots. It's actually pretty chilly in here. You don't need the temperature reader if you already see your breath condensing. That is an indicator of freezing temperatures. So now we open our journal with J and we fill in that we have fingerprints because we took a photo of that earlier and it's clearly freezing in here. One of the ghosts, called Jinn, will never turn off the breaker unless when it overloads the grid, and we didn't have that many lights on for the grid to overload, so we can rule the Jinn out already. Every house has a breaker box or fuse box, which is usually found in either the basement or the garage. Because the evidence points towards that this could be a demon, I'm going to prepare by grabbing a cross so we're less likely to get attacked, you know, just in case, better safe than sorry. This item has multiple uses and can protect you from a hunting ghost if placed correctly. Another tool at your disposal is salt. This will help you track the ghost movement, and when used in combination with the UV light, you can see footsteps as well. For most ghosts at least. You can take a picture of those for some additional cash. You ain't risking your life for free, you know. Back in the van, we're checking our camera again to look for more evidence. You can cycle through your different cameras here if you set up multiple, and you can turn on the infrared as well. Did you see it? There's a ghost orb floating on the top right corner. Looks like we got ourselves a hantu, which I believe means ghost in Indonesia and Malaysia. Before we wrap up our case, I still want to show the other pieces of equipment. There is a spirit box which allows you to talk to the dead, and sometimes they even talk back. Ask questions like, where are you? How old are you close? Do you watch Insin on Twitch? To get perhaps a clue about the ghost type, their whereabouts, and what their favorite streamers are. There also are sound and movement detectors that can help you find the ghost room in bigger maps and track the ghost whereabouts, and a device that picks up the sound to figure out the location of the ghost. Sometimes you can even hear the ghost whispering through it as well. Ghosts can also trigger ghost events, like this one happening right now. They drain your sanity, so be careful, but it's also a prime opportunity to take some modeling pictures of the ghost for some additional cash. If your sanity gets too low, you can use sanity pills to restore some. Depending on the difficulty you're playing, you can either restore more or less sanity. And finally, there also are smudge sticks. Those can cleanse a ghost room to prevent hunting and can help you escape during a hunt as well. You need to hold a lighter to use one. I'll show you that one in the next mission because we got this one in the back. Good luck to the ghost busting through and we're out of here. Let's go over the actual ghost hunts next and how to escape those. Our next case has us investigate another house, and after some searching I found the ghost room already. This was quite an active ghost that loved to throw stuff around. Certain things like being in the dark or witnessing ghost activity will lower your sanity. Once it hits below a certain point, the ghost can start a hunt once your initial setup time is done. For example, the setup time with the intermediate difficulty is 2 minutes. You can see that in the van when you're starting. Anyway, I pissed off this ghost enough to start a hunt. During a hunt, everything will start flickering and the ghost will start looking for you and attack you, and unfortunately will kill you if it actually grabs you. You can use a smudge stick to either run past it without dying or flee in a different direction. Of course, after you light the smudge stick, don't just throw a smudge stick at it and hope it goes away. That's not how it works. The smoke will confuse the ghost and it will start wandering, allowing you to escape an otherwise untimely death. Always have those smudges around in case things do get spicy. Every map also has various hiding spots. The ghost will only run towards you and kill you if it actually sees you, so hiding is a good way to make sure that you don't get your neck snapped. You can hide in lockers, cabinets, and behind boxes, and sometimes furniture as well. You can also loop the ghost around furniture, but I wouldn't do that if you're just starting out, because some ghosts are faster than others and some will start speeding up if they see you, which unfortunately will get you killed pretty fast. Always look for hiding spots if you're taking more time in the house. Some can be blocked off at the higher difficulties. Make sure to turn off your equipment as well during a hunt, like those flashlights, because that will just make it easier for the ghost to find you. They're dead, not blind. But some ghosts might also like to toy with you a bit and will start a ghost event that will look like it's hunting. When an actual hunt starts, there will be a sound cue of the front door closing after a few seconds grace period. If you hear a door close right away, the ghost is just messing with you. Just listen to these sound cues to spot the difference. Also, don't panic once the exploding light bulb event triggers. The owners of the home are well insured. The ghost for this mission was a djinn, by the way. I found fingerprints and saw that it was freezing. But this ghost loved its basement room just a bit too much and it never turned off the breaker, so it was its classic djinn behavior. Now, there is another set of items that you can find in the game to spice up your gameplay. Those are cursed possessions, like this normal looking mirror, which in reality is actually a haunted mirror. You can look into it to see the ghost's location. There are a total of 6 cursed possessions in the game. There's the haunted mirror, the one I just showed you, a haunted music box, a Luigi board, tarot cards and a voodoo doll. They don't always spawn, but when they do, they can provide insights or just straight up murder you, you know, one or the other. Like for example, the mirror revealing the ghost location, the music box will make the ghost start singing, you can ask the Ouija board questions, there's all different types of things you can do. However, using a cursed possession will drain your sanity. For example, if we use our mirror for too long, it will break and a cursed hunt will start. These hunts ignore the normal sanity threshold and other timers, so you have to find your way to safety quickly. Quick tip I can give, never use these cursed objects too close to the ghost room. You kinda don't want to trigger a hunt while the ghost is standing next to you breathing in your neck. Using a cursed object also ends the setup period right away, so be careful when using them. This should set you up to get started in Phasmophobia. Got any other tips to share? Make sure to let everyone know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's Halloween video, and as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Thanks to Niels the Comic Coninck, Raar, maar waar, Sebastian, Hanoy, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Cowdy Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Ziggy, Flidiot, Knifesu, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Digby, Vira, Trevor, Michael Menchaca, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Afterlord_MS, Striker Elk, Tidal Pun, Radical Jaws, Ricer RU, Sir Tito 655, Mathias Simonsson, PC Game Life, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, Conrad Crystallis, Ace Light, Mr. Anarch, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Muka 1017, BMB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Priscilla, Brendon Cam, Vake Botnet, Fecco, Victor Sundstrom, ceemak, Only, Rashid Alharmoudi, Gerlando Belavia, Gianfranco Calderon Canavedo, Lucky Beats, Matthew Def, Gummy Bullet, Lord Fazil, and Sputs D. Kaiser. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe.